Today's story begins in a quiet cafe in the heart of the USA, where a single father is just trying to enjoy a peaceful moment with his daughter. But when a loud bully decides to mock him in front of everyone, things take a sudden and unexpected turn. What looks like an ordinary dad quickly turns into something much more calm, controlled, and unbelievably skilled. Stay with us to see how one moment of disrespect turns into a powerful lesson no one in that cafe will ever forget. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's get started. The cafe was alive with the usual late-morning rhythm, espresso machines hissing, quiet conversations blending into a soft hum, and sunlight pouring through the tall windows onto polished, wooden floors in one corner. A single dad sat with his young daughter, helping her stir sugar into her hot chocolate while he sipped a plain, black coffee. His clothes were simple, slightly worn but clean. There was nothing about him that demanded attention, and that's exactly how he seemed to prefer it. His daughter smiled as she showed him a drawing she had been working on. He leaned in, listening carefully, nodding with genuine interest. For a moment, the world around them didn't exist. It was just a father and his child sharing a quiet, ordinary moment. That peace didn't last. From across the room, a loud voice cut through the calm atmosphere. A man sitting with a group of friends had been watching them, his expression slowly turning into a smirk. He stood up, dragging his chair loudly across the floor, drawing attention without hesitation. "Hey," the man called out, his tone mocking. "You bring your kid here every day, or just when you can't afford anywhere better?" A few people glanced up, uncomfortable, but silent. The father didn't respond. He simply placed a gentle hand on his daughter's shoulder, keeping her attention on her drink. The man took a few steps closer, clearly enjoying the attention. "Look at this," he continued, gesturing toward the dad's clothes. "Man can't even dress right, but he's out here pretending everything's fine." Still no response. The daughter shifted slightly, her smile fading as she sensed the tension. The father leaned down and whispered something soft to her, reassuring her without even looking at the man approaching them. "What, you too weak to say something?" The bully pressed, now standing just a few feet away. His voice was louder, sharper, meant to provoke. That's when the father finally looked up. His face was calm, too calm. No anger, no fear. No visible reaction, just stillness. For a brief moment, the bully hesitated. There was something unusual in that look, something that didn't match the situation. It wasn't submission, it wasn't avoidance. It was control. The father slowly stood up from his chair. The movement was quiet, almost effortless, but it changed everything. His posture straightened, his shoulders relaxed, yet steady. The air around him seemed to shift like the calm before something unseen. Conversations in the cafe began to fade. People who had been pretending not to watch were now fully aware. Even the bully's friends stopped laughing. The father stepped slightly forward, placing himself between the man and his daughter. Not aggressively, just deliberately. Up close, there was nothing flashy about him. No signs of intimidation, no raised voice. But there was precision in the way he moved, a quiet awareness of everything around him. The bully forced a grin, trying to hold on to his confidence. "Yeah, that's right," he said, though his tone had lost a bit of its edge. "Stand up now." The father didn't respond. He simply stood there, still focused and completely unshaken. And in that silence, something became clear. The man in front of him wasn't just a tired single dad. He was something else entirely. The bully's hand shot forward in frustration, aiming to grab the father's shoulder, but he never made contact. In a split second, the father moved. It wasn't fast in a wild or chaotic way. It was controlled, precise, almost effortless. He shifted slightly to the side, guiding the bully's momentum past him, then calmly secured his arm in a firm hold. There was no struggle, no noise, just a sudden stillness. The bully froze, confusion replacing his earlier confidence, before he could react again. The father had already neutralized him, holding him in place without force that looked aggressive, yet impossible to break. The entire cafe went silent. Cups paused, mid-air, conversations cut off instantly. "Stop," the father said quietly. That one word carried more weight than any shout. The bully's breathing grew heavier, not from pain, but from realization. This wasn't a normal reaction. This wasn't someone guessing or panicking. This was training, calculated, disciplined, and controlled. Within seconds, the father released him just as smoothly as he had restrained him. No anger followed, no threats. He simply stepped back, giving space. The bully stumbled slightly. Stepping away, his expression completely changed. The arrogance was gone, replaced by something closer to shock. He didn't say another word. The father returned to his seat, picking up his coffee like nothing had happened. His daughter looked at him quietly, a small, proud smile returning to her face. And just like that, the moment ended. But no one in that cafe would forget it.